What's up, guys? It's Matteo from Conquered Leads here, and this is how to build an email list for cold email. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, you have to identify who is your ideal client profile or your ICP, and then who is your target audience. So for this example, we're doing e-com brands making 10K a month. So once you do find your ICP, you have to check if it looks accurate, and you can do this by manually looking at the company, seeing if it's the right fit. And once it is, you can export and verify your list. So in terms of ICP, what this is we can usually cut this down to 5 categories, which is location, industry, job title, company size, and technology used. Obviously, for industry, we can filter it down through keywords, and company size, we use number of employees to determine this. So yeah, that's the basic summary of this video. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, how do you find your ICP? You have to use databases. So here are four categories. So marketing agencies, e-com brands, SaaS companies, and in general. So for marketing agencies, you can use Clutch.co, e-com brands, BrandNav, and store leads. And then SaaS companies, you can use Seamless and Crunchbase. And to enrich the data that you get from these, you can use Apollo or Liskit. So yeah, in general, you can obviously get data based straight from Apollo and straight from Liskit, as well as straight from Sales Navigator. Once you do get data from Liskit, let's say, it's already triple verified, so you can just plug it into your cold email software and start sending emails. But if you're using Apollo, you need to verify it through a tool. We use Million Verifier here, and then you can further verify the catch-alls through Scrubby, Listmint, and Google People Chips. So that's the basis of how to find your ICP using databases and as well as verifying tools. So in terms of job title, what we want to do here is find the decision makers of your ICP. So we can do this in 3 ways: specific job title, management level, departments. And yeah, as an example here, for specific job titles, we're going to do founder, owner, and CEO, because those are the most common ones that you'd want in decision makers. So what I've got here is a free trial of an Apollo account. And since we're doing e-com brands above 10K a month, what I'll do is do job titles of founder, owner, and CEO. So obviously, since they're e-com, you can get marketing manager, VP of marketing, and there's a few more you can do in terms of, marketing, director of marketing and all this stuff. But for now, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use these 5 job titles. So next, we got the industry. So we want to niche down, use keywords by doing so. But at the same time, we want to make sure that there's enough data. So, we can niche down using keywords like e-com brands above doing 10K a month who are in the women's cosmetics niche using TikTok Pixel in the state of Nevada, for example. Like, that is super niche, and there'll probably be only a few dozens of emails that pop through, and then there's no point of doing our cold email strategy. So that's why you want to niche down to personalize the email copy that we're going to use. But at the same time, we want to make sure that there's enough data. And we also want to exclude keywords such as, if we're doing e-com brands, we want to exclude marketing, agency, media, and sales or anything like that, because we could be targeting other e-com agencies. So what you do in Apollo here is just go on industries, exclude keywords, and then you'd go marketing, sales, agency, media. These are the main ones that we want to use. Obviously, there's a few more, but that's just up to you, and you need to be manually looking through this data to make sure it looks legit first. And then if you see a keyword that pops up a lot that's not in your ICP, then you would include it there. So that's for industry. Since we're doing e-com brands above 10K a month, that's pretty broad, and we don't want to niche down that much. So in terms of company size, there are a few ways you can do this. Is through estimated revenue, employee count, or funding. as you can see here on Apollo. But what we found out is like lots of these companies, their data for revenue and funding is not that accurate. So the best way we can do this is through employee count. So I put a table over here. So 1 to 10 employees, 30K a month, 0 to 30K a month. They're usually brokies. 11 to 20 employees, 30K to 100K a month. Let me just change that. And then they're usually small businesses. 21 to 50 employees is 100K to a mil a month. Small to mid-sized businesses. And then 51 plus employees is usually a mil a month plus. And they're usually mid-sized businesses and beyond. So since we're doing e-com brands above 10K a month, we would want to do 3 to 10 employees. So let's do that now. Employees, and then you want to go custom range 3, and then let's just do 5,000 just for the sake of it. Boom. Cool. So now let's move on to technology. So here's the bread and butter for ecom. Usually they run Shopify or anything similar, like BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and yeah, another example is direct to consumer. If they're doing email marketing, they'd use Klaviyo. So let's do technologies. By the way, you do need a paid account in Apollo. I'm using a free trial paid account for Apollo for this, but yeah, you would need it for technology. So what we want to go is go Shopify, and usually I would just select all of these Shopifys here, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. I'll just do Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce. Okay, now that's it for technologies. So yeah, you can do lots of different things. You could get like Google Analytics for SEO, TikTok Pixel, Facebook Pixel, anything like that, depending on what your ICP uses. That's a really good way to do it. Right, so next is location. Usually we want to be English speaking, USA, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. Now, I do not want to give any legal advice, but just double check the spam laws and make sure you know what you're doing. Usually these are fine to do and it's not regulated, but yeah, don't want to give any legal advice here. So do your own research and make sure you know what you're doing and know the consequences of what you're doing as well. But yeah, USA, UK, Australia, pretty safe to do. Canada, New Zealand, not as safe, but it's not really regulated. Again, I don't want to do it. I don't want to give legal advice. So yeah, just do your own research. So let's do USA. So ecom brands in the US. There we go. As you can see, we found 119K people so far. And then, yeah, for extras, yeah, we want to exclude companies. We've already done that. We want to exclude companies like such as blacklisted companies and previous clients. And how to do that on Apollo is literally you would go to companies here, and then you want to exclude a list of companies such as, yeah, your blacklisted or previous clients. So, anyone you don't want to be outreaching to. So as an example, Nike.com, and you want to do their domains. And then it will just not add it to this list. So the next thing we want to do is for email status, we want to do verified, likely to engage, and unverified. So verified basically means that, it's usually good to go. And based on Apollo's database, which isn't 100% accurate, but it is verified. Email status, the next one is likely to engage. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. They're likely to be verified, but not 100% sure. And then the next one is unverified, but we can use our verification tool to verify the stuff. So how to do it is literally go down here and go email status, boom, boom, and boom. There we go, 61K people to export. So so next thing we want to do is look at our list here and look at a few companies manually, and then we can see if they're within our ICP, and if it looks good, then we can go ahead and export it. So I just picked this random company here, go to their LinkedIn page, visit website. Yep, looks like this is a alcohol company doing drinks. And then, yeah, looks like we could outreach to this because they seem like a e-com company making above 10K a month. So what we can do now is go back and then go ahead and export our list. So once we do that, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, once you get that list exported, you want to take it into a tool such as Million Verifier, and yeah, download all the good emails. For risky emails and bad emails you don't want to touch. Risky emails, these can be catch-alls or like unknown emails. What you want to do is use these tools here. So you can use Google People Chips, Listmint, or Scrubby.io. These are basically extra verification for the catch-alls. And then, yeah, you can see if they're verified or not. And if they are, you can go ahead and add them to the email. So yeah, that's pretty much how to export a list for cold email in a nutshell. Obviously, this is a really quick example and I didn't go niche at all. Could have definitely done this list better, but that's just an idea for what you guys can do for yourselves. So yeah, that's it. Peace.